air knife. This is an air knife. So you hook it into the air and you push it and it spins around, and that's what they get up there to cut. To do the leg to get the high line. And then they have air knives set up here so they can get up and make it. Some guys like to use a knife, some guys like to use an automated. And then this here is the glass tool. Now, what happens with this pasteurization unit is it's automatic. So the beef would start on that end, and it goes like to this wall here, like 7/8 of the way through. It gets hit with hot water for like 8 seconds. It's like 170 degrees, and then there's a lactic acid spray at the end.
But where the process does that happen? Is it right
At the end. Yeah, then it comes out here and it gets weighed.
There's a scale after it's split.
Yeah, after it's split. You weigh the two halves. Yeah. The last step.
Are you using this now, or this is?
No, because I need the money to finish it.
Okay.
You know, it's cost like $250,000.
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
Well, we do it over there with a wash, just a hand wash. Yeah. Yep.
And then this is glass hole. More sensitive.
So this is a blast cooler. Then when you turn this on, it really chills the beef down. You remember the beef's on under freeze.
How quickly does it bring it down to?
It depends on how many you put in there, but the way our thing is written, brings it all down. The next day we temp them, and then we take them out and put them in the big cooler. So it probably doesn't take too long to bring them down, but they all have to be down. So we leave them in overnight, and then we temp them and we take them out.
Sorry, how will your flow change then when you use the pasteurizer?
Nothing, it stays the same. Right now
So they
it's
are
going
going
through.
through the
Yeah, just
pasteurizer.
wash before it gets through there.
Oh, so you're just using it as a wash?
No, we're not using it at all.
Okay, but it just goes through there.
It goes through there, but it's all set up to be hooked up.
Was this fish before you bought it?
Yeah.
This was a fish processor. You put everything in. Fish don't come in big, right?
No, we did everything in that big cooler. So that's the upstairs. Did anybody want to see the chicken plant or? And then the reeds right here.
So
Then
then
we
we
write it
able to
down.
roll up on that top of that.
Yeah.
Put it all through.
Let's see, the chickens get meet their maker.
Careful, we gotta go down the steps.
There's no printer.
Get away with not having to do that.
Have to do what?
There's a thing called a lander, so we move from that high rail to the low rail market. Sure. Ours, I think, pasteurizing first ahead, they're back in.
Well, it's definitely, like, people like that would love something like that. It's a big, really big.
So this is where we do this. Everything goes in order.
So do you have different people who are only chickens versus only?
Now I use the same crew. I've got 6 guys upstairs, and then I bring them down here, and I have to add 6 more to do the chickens. So I got some part-time. So this is that everybody? This is where we do the chickens. So what we do with the chickens is we bring them in, we have this big garage, which is what we use the chicken holding area. So we bring all the chickens in here, and we keep it like it is in there now, pretty dark, no lights on. So the chickens stay pretty quiet. And then what they do is we put the chickens on, there's like 4 or 5 crates on a roller. We bring them in here, and then what my guy does is he hangs the chickens up, and the chickens are hanging upside down. Then they take this knife, which is electric, and they touch the chicken on the side of its head, electrocutes it. And then they cut the head with the knife, and then it goes through here, they start to bleed, this line is running. It goes through here, and this is a bleed tunnel. So the chickens all bleed out as they go through the tunnel, and then we put little containers that catch all the blood. want it to go into the septic system. So then after it goes through there, it goes up the line, and on the left there is a scalder. So the chickens drop down, there's a guy that works the scalder, and you put them in the scalder, and it scalds and makes them real hot. And then we take them out of there, and we put them in that side, which is a plucker. So you throw them in there and you pluck them, and there's a thing we put on there, that door opens and it shoots the chickens out, like 8 at a time. They're all plucked. It's amazing how they come out pretty nice. And then what happens is, we have a table that comes through that door, they go on the other side of that room, and that's where they start to eviscerate. Yeah. So then on this side, you can see in here, this is sort of like the cleaner room. This is where they do the evisceration. So what they do is they go under that table and they go back on the line, and then the inspector is in there, and she sits at a stool there at the end, and she inspects every chicken that goes through. So really it's pretty slick. And then you see the tubs down there, that's where we use the tubs to chill them down. Then when they're chilled down, what we do is we bring them across the hall here. And I just built this in the last 6 months. This is the packaging room. So what we do is we put everything in here, and we take the chickens out of the top and we package them. So it comes out really well. We have a special unit back there, and we put the chicken in the bag, it sucks the air out of the bag, and then we staple it and then we box it. But it's all hand, it's very labor, intense. I got a flyer from a chicken plant in New Jersey that closed. And I don't know how many chickens they kill in a day, but I do know in the flyer it says they got a water disposable system for 125,000 gallons in a day. So, they probably kill like 300,000 chickens in a day. So, but we kill maybe 900 or 1,000.
You do only whole chickens?
Just whole chickens for now.
You know, you can hold turkeys.
We do turkeys too. So, but we do just, mostly chickens. Turkeys seem to come more at Thanksgiving.
How much a turkey?
$10, $12, depends on how big the turkey is. Turkeys are hard to do, they're so big. You can't do them on a line. You gotta drop them in like a funnel. So, plus you have to bring them like a little horse trailer. Nobody has turkey trailers.
Yeah.
So, that garage thing worked out fantastic, because people will back up, and usually people will bring the turkeys, they'll help us unload them, they'll bring them in, have one guy here.
A little
and
leash. Bring them. Come on,
Yeah. None of these animals are leashable. So, you get calls from people, I'm gonna raise 2 pigs, and then we'll be here at 7, and they call you around 10, I'm still chasing the pig. They think I'm just gonna jump up in the truck and get ready to go.